What's good, everybody? Yeah, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Guys, today's episode is called Pookie and Ray Ray Don't Want Her, but she keeps chasing him. Or in other words, she's a booty call to him, but she's in love. And brothers, in the black community, and don't get me wrong, I believe that this might happen in all communities, but in the black community, what you see a lot is, number one, women chasing after guys who don't want anything serious with them, and then trying to change or get those guys to commit to them after the brother has already stated he doesn't want anything serious. And this is why I believe relationships between black men and black women are so volatile. This is why you get kids who have fathers who don't want to be as involved, because the guy in many cases didn't even want the kid to begin with. He wasn't even in a relationship with the mother. But then, most of all, the men who are interested in this woman, she is putting them off to the side to chase a guy who is not interested, who doesn't want to be committed. I have an uncle, we call him Uncle Mike. He always has a great saying: love who loves you. And I want guys to listen to that and to make that your own statement. Love who loves you. Appreciate who appreciates you. Okay? Because there's too many times that, people in our community are chasing after those who have nothing for you, don't want nothing to be in your life. Leave them alone. But this message is inspired by a sister on Instagram. This isn't my first video about this particular sister, but her name is, check her out on Instagram. Her name is I am Phelan Jones. Okay? And what I want to do, because, we talk about it here in the manosphere, but I want her to say what she's going to say, and then I'll come back in and give my final thoughts.
Ladies, I have said this once, but I'm going to say it one more time because I love y'all, okay? If a man expresses to you verbally that he does not want something serious or he doesn't want to be in a relationship, you need to listen to him. This is not one of those situations where actions speak louder than words applies, okay? Because y'all could be spending a lot of time together, he wanting dining you, sending flowers to your job. Nobody cares. Nobody cares because it doesn't matter. He verbally said that that's not what he wanted. Because what ended up happening is you putting 110% into this situation or whatever it is, and you feel like, okay, I'm going to put it on him. He's not going to want to go nowhere else and try to trick a nigga into a relationship. And then you end up with your heart broke when you don't get what you want because you didn't create any boundaries for yourself. So now niggas ain't shit. And it don't work like that. Like I said, I've told y'all this before, you need to create boundaries, stop being weak to your flesh. And if a man tells you that and that's not what you want, that's not what you're looking for, move around.
Okay, you heard what she had to say. The first thing she started off with saying, ladies, I want to tell you this because I love you. Meaning that she had to make it clear that she didn't want smoke from what she's about to say. And whenever somebody has to justify that they're telling you X, Y, or Z because they love you or because they really care about you, we already know at that particular time this is a touchy subject, meaning that it is something that happens frequently. Okay? This is something that is constitutive in our community. It's a habit. It's customarily, repeatedly. And she goes and talks about if the guy just is hanging out with you, you've talked about the relationship needs to be serious, and he doesn't want to be serious with you, he doesn't want to be your boyfriend, you're not his girlfriend, all of these things, respect his decision. Okay? But we often don't see that. A lot of women will put themselves in situations, which is interesting because, guys, if a woman likes a guy and how he looks, and I mean, like, if she's attracted to the guy, she will take a lesser position sometimes because she likes how he looks and how he acts. It's even a bonus. She won't mind starting off as, friends with benefits. And she'll even say, oh, I'm not looking for anything serious either. This is something that we've all heard. You start checking with a chick, I don't want a boyfriend, I want to get committed. And then, after you start, booty clapping sounds, please. You start hitting those draws. And then all of a sudden, well, when are you going to be in a relationship? I want to be exclusive. The guy spending time with you, he may even get jealous. They may even do things to try to make the guy jealous. Like, oh, I'm going out tonight. I'm going to hang out with a friend just to see if he's going to be like, well, is it a guy or a girl? Just stupid things, to see what the interest is in her from the guy. Pique his interest, right? But the guy's made it very clear, like, I don't want to be with you. I don't want a committed relationship. But at the same time, when she doesn't get what she wants, it's, now it's a hassle. Okay? And it's, well, you don't want, all you want from me is sex. And, and then typically what's going to end up happening is, and a lot of times sisters don't talk about this, but when a guy is not wanting to be with a relationship with you, and it's not going to go nowhere, he can end the relationship. Look, don't call me no more, is, how it's going to be. If you can't accept things as it are, go on someplace else. Then, like she said, then at that point, then it becomes a conversation about, well, niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't this, niggas ain't that, and then it's all this bitter talk. But then here's the situation. What about the guys that, are really interested in you, like you for you, and want to date you, but you pay them no attention? Okay. It could be even, the same thing for guys. There are a lot of guys out there that chase a certain type of woman that really isn't for you, but we're talking about women today. Okay, there are plenty of guys who fit the bill. Guys who, sisters get approached by guys who they feel are attractive but don't have a certain type of swag, or they're interested in somebody else. They're comparing this guy to another guy, or they're maybe even the guy and them were in a relationship before and she still has feelings for him, and then you turn into being bitter. But guess what? You're not so important that a guy doesn't want you. Every woman is not every man's type. All right? Just because some brothers could screw you all day and they can think about you and toss you aside. One thing I say, you love her. To somebody else, she's a thought. Okay? All right? And a lot of these chicks have been used to be getting the royal treatment for the majority of the guys they come across. When they come across a guy that doesn't look at them as main material, because to somebody else, she's wifey, to him, he's a thought, now she can't deal with that. I think a lot of ladies need to understand that to somebody else, you're not wifey material. To somebody else, you are a thought in their eyes. Just like for some guys, some women, we are husband material. For some ladies, we're friend zone guys. We're the text buddy guy. Okay? There's nothing that you can do to change that. This is what men get that women don't. Once a man understands his position with the woman, that it's not going to change, and if he knows that early on, and she's not leading it on, and don't get me wrong, brothers could definitely lead a woman on to get sex, but if a man understands that, he'll leave a lady alone. But women, once they get that, they'll take the, well, he's still calling me, he's still giving me the D, he's still telling me that I'm look sexy. That doesn't mean he don't want to be with you. He don't want to be with you. Let it go. He don't want to be with you. The end. You're chasing somebody who don't want to be chased. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check out the Patreon, guys. And the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.